My wife and I almost got bit by a rattlesnake yesterday here in Colorado on a hike. We were at a well-traveled area that is an open space, and I didn't take my backpack. I didn't have my satellite communicator. I didn't even have my phone with me, and that almost became a big mistake. So we were near the end of our hike. My wife was walking in front of me. She actually walked by the snake first, and then I walked by it. By the time I walked by it, it started rattling. It was curled up and ready to strike. And again, we were both within 2 foot of this rattlesnake. There's a video right here I'm going to show you. But this rattlesnake, in my guess, was at least 2 feet long. It wasn't really huge and big. It wasn't a 6 or an 8 footer, but it was probably, my guess, 2 foot long. And it was pretty small, pretty young rattlesnake. But I've heard that a young rattlesnake, or any young snake, can be more dangerous than a big one because it can't control its venom when it bites. Now that may be wrong, and if it is wrong, leave a comment or a question below because I may not be able to answer it, but I've heard that a lot. You don't really want to get bit by a younger one. So my wife was pretty freaked out because that's the first rattlesnake she's seen in her life. That's the third one I've seen, and I'm out here all over Colorado. The first big one I ever saw was in Arkansas, and that was a good 6 footer or so, and it had just eaten a squirrel. But the two I've seen out here have been small. I think it was one I saw was a 1 foot to 1.5 footer, and then this last one was 2 foot. The reason I wanted to make this video and bring this to you is because as much as I tell you about being prepared and have a satellite communicator, now I'm talking to you about ham radios. We were not prepared yesterday when we went out. We had water, but we were on about a 3-mile hike. It was early in the day. It was around 7 in the morning, and so we didn't feel like we really needed to take anything. Now, I should know better than that because things happen when you least expect it. Well, we were almost done with our hike, walk, whatever you want to call it. It was out on an open space trail just like this, just south of here. And we were probably within a half mile of the trailhead when this happened. And again, my wife was just freaked out. I actually went back and took some video of it. Didn't get too close, but I did get that. And my wife was just like, get away, don't do that. Anyway, I wanted to actually just tell you about that, what happened, and then the discussion I had with my wife after that. I told her that from here on out, even on a 2-3 mile hike here, we're going to take my day pack. And if you want to know what day pack I use, I have the Osprey Talon 22. It's a 20-liter day pack. It's super light. It's mesh on the back. So unless I've really loaded it down, I don't even realize it's on my pack. And it's sitting over here on the ground right now. What I told her was from now on, we're going to carry our first aid kit in it, the snake bite kit. We're going to carry some water, a rain jacket, and of course my satellite communicators at the very least, because it's not heavy to carry and you never know when something like that's going to happen. Because if we were a bit farther out on that trail, there was no cell service. We were back at the trailhead and there was cell service. So again, having the phone with me, so where we were at near the trailhead, I could have called. If I was bit or she was bit, one of us could have called while the other one grabbed the snake bite kit and started to try to extract the venom. But if we were farther out on the trail, then the cell phone wouldn't have been any use, and we would have then been able to use the satellite communicator, contact SOS, and let them know what's going on, because you're not supposed to move very much at all when you get bit, because when your blood's circulating, it's going to get to your heart faster, or maybe other organs. And I'm not an expert on snake bites, but you don't want to go move. So again, I just want to tell you about what happened yesterday and how we weren't prepared, but we will be from now on. And I told my wife I'm going to get her the Osprey pack that's similar to the Talon 22, but it's for women, and I'm going to put things in her pack too, whether it's water, first aid kit, snake bite kit, etc. I'm going to get her set up so we will both have day packs, because we're going to start going on longer hikes in the mountains. We're at the base of the Rocky Mountains at the Pikes National Forest here, but we're going to go farther into the mountains. We're going to do harder hikes and challenge ourselves more. And then out there, you've got other things to be concerned about. There are bears and mountain lions around here too. So besides rattlesnakes, there are other things to be concerned about. Well, that's it. Kind of a long video for telling about our experience, but I just wanted to say, be prepared. Well, thanks for joining me out here in Colorado, and I will see you back out here in another video.